r/rules horror. Posted by you/inevitable_cookie_74. Rules for Mr. Nesler's Candy Factory. Hello there, your name. Welcome to Mr. Nesler's Candy Factory, where only the best candies are sold to the world. It appears you have won a contest to get a grand tour of behind the counter, little buddy? You must be pretty excited, right? Well, slow down. I need you to go over this list of rules and sign the bottom first. It's like those terms and conditions you receive from businesses, you understand, right? Cool. Before we begin this tour, read these rules. 1. If you meet a tour guide with red hair and a name tag that reads, Mindy, do not follow her. If she asks you to follow her, reject her politely. 2. Never separate yourself from your tour guide. 3. Never touch the unfinished candy products. Mr. Nesler doesn't like children messing with his unfinished candies. 4. Whilst looking at the candy assembly line, ignore any body parts you may see. If you see red eyes specifically, do not stare into them. 5. If Mr. Nesler offers to allow you to try his candies, accept his offers politely. Do not snatch, do not gobble the candy down your gullet either. Act respectful and polite. 6. If you have to use the bathroom, always take a partner. It's never a good idea to roam the factory alone, especially if you are a child. 7. Never, ever approach Mr. Nesler alone. He has a tendency to add lost kids to his candy recipes. 8. If any of the chocolate bunnies appear to be moving, leave immediately. If the bunnies start moaning in unison, you were too slow, there is nothing we can do for you now. 9. Don't touch the cotton candy. Just don't try it, unless you want your skin melted off. 10. Don't jump into the Laffy Taffy pit. You won't be able to pry your way out of that stuff, it'll literally suffocate you. 11. Always greet Mr. Nesler when you enter the factory, and say goodbye to him when you leave the factory. 12. If you broke any of these rules, one of two things will happen to you. You will become trapped in the factory forever. There's no real death here. You will become candy. r/scare stories. Posted by you/inevitable_cookie_74. I downloaded a mod called Memories. Now I wish I didn't. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm stuck somewhere where I don't belong and someone, is after me. I know one thing for sure, if I survive this, I will never play another video game ever again. It was just 2 weeks and a half ago, or was it? I don't even know how much time has passed here. I had just bought Elden Ring because I've been wanting it for months. I was so excited to get it and beat it like I have all the other From Software games. It didn't take me long to get far in the game. I was home for most of the week, because I'm homeschooled, however my parents were very busy and just let me do whatever I wanted. So I chose to sit in my bedroom and try to complete the game. I got past Margit, or Morgit, quickly and found Morgit easily becoming my favorite character. After a few more days I got stuck on the Dragon Lord Placiduso boss fight. I decided to quit and take a quick break. It was already dark. I scrolled through YouTube on my phone and watched videos about game mods. I watched Mario, Dark Souls, even Tetris mods. As I scrolled I found myself looking at the thumbnail to a video titled "Do Not Play This Mod." Thinking it was nothing more than some clickbait video, I decided to watch it, getting ready to be caught off guard by cheap jump scares. When I clicked the video, there was no opening, just a man, sitting in a chair with a horrifying look on his face, staring at the camera. The man was skin and bones and he looked as if he hadn't eaten in days. He then opened his mouth and spoke in a raspy voice. "Hello, if you're watching this, you need to listen. I don't know if I have any time left, I don't know if they got tired of hunting for me and finally left me alone. I don't know if I'll ever even get out of here. There is a mod you can get on Elden Ring. It's titled Memories and it will look very appealing to your eyes. But listen to me and listen well, don't play it. Don't even think about installing it, or you'll be trapped here too." After that sentence the video cut to black. I stared at the screen with a surprised look on his face. I thought that it was fake and I knew I just had to try the mod out for myself. It couldn't possibly cause that. Why was I so stupid? Why didn't I just take the warning seriously? I went to my PS4 and went to install the mod. I had to search for it. It was surprisingly easy to find. Once I found the mod I nearly clicked install, but I hesitated. Something felt off. Like I shouldn't continue, but I ignored this feeling and clicked on the mod. It booted up mighty quick. I find myself staring at the menu screen. However, there was no music, no soundtrack. Just silence. A deafening silence. Something in me told me to turn off the TV, but I continued onward and clicked play. The game started and it was fairly normal. It told me to customize my character. I finished making my character quickly just to get into the game, then I pressed proceed. Then, a question showed up on my screen: "Are you sure you want to proceed? You may never come back the same from this experience." Feeling the strange vibe from this red flag, I even considered just ditching the mission and just turning the game off. However, I clicked proceed anyway. I don't even know why I continued. I started on the outskirts of Stormvale Castle. That was odd, but I had to remember that it was a mod and not the game itself. The game was darker than usual. There was no light, at all. I could only see what was about a foot in front of me, only being guided by captions that appeared on the screen. Again, there was no music, just silence. I was so confused I didn't even move my avatar. I only started moving my character when I heard loud stomping sounds. It was Margit. Except he looked different. He was smiling, not a cheerful smile, he radiated a sinister vibe. Then he stopped, turned his head upwards and looked at me. Not the avatar, me. I decided to try to turn off the game, but I realized no matter how hard I spammed my power button, it didn't work. I looked back at the screen and Margit was close and still staring at me. This time he was frowning. Then he spoke, but it sounded distorted. "Wrong choice, Anna." Then he pushed his face against the screen, and he started to come out of it. He looked at me and smiled again, this time an even larger smile. "Don't be afraid, I'm your favorite, aren't I? Don't you want to be my friend?" Margit started to laugh. I couldn't move, he was already halfway out the TV reaching for my wrist. I was able to snap out of my trance and I ran into my bedroom and shut myself into my closet. That thing pretending to be Margit spoke again. "Why are you running away? Don't you want to play with us?" I grabbed my phone and called my parents. It went to voicemail. I dialed 911, but I couldn't reach them. I decided to text my mom, waiting for the reception to kick in so she can answer me. No response. I waited, hearing the footsteps get closer to my bedroom door. "So you enjoy playing hide and seek?" I waited, watched as he searched my bedroom. He looked under my bed. In the bathroom, he even checked the floorboards. Then he approached the closet. He opened the door and looked down. In a static howl, he screeched those 3 words I wished I never heard: "There you are." He grabbed my wrist, holding it tightly, and dragged me out of the closet. I kicked and screamed, to no avail. He dragged me through the hallway and back to the living room. He grabbed my shoulders and lifted me to his level. His rancid breath penetrated my nose as he whispered, "I've played your game, now come and play with us." After that I blacked out. When I woke up, I found myself in another place, but I feel so dreadful here, as if I'm not supposed to be here. I don't know how to leave and my phone's almost dead. I'm trapped here, and to make it worse, I keep hearing those heavy footsteps from before. That thing is looking for me. I know I'm gonna be caught soon. I don't know what awaits me after that. All I can really hope for is that enough people read this and never play the mod titled Memories. Please heed this warning, take it seriously. Just don't find yourself stuck. Stuck in a place you have no business being in. Stuck like I am.